check. Microphone check. Check 1 2. Microphone
One,
check
one.
inside the venue. Sound like a posh introduction. What are you saying? Check it. Nah, the hair's Chris, man.
Well, make sure.
What's the bead? What's that signify? Is that just? Is that
clips?
like?
No, it's just a clip.
It's not nothing to do with like
It's
African
kingship in it. No, just kingship in it.
Kingship, yeah. Just a young black man trying to find his kingdom.
Building it, fam.
Oh, building my kingdom.
Yeah,
sorry.
That's all right.
Get that wrong. Broken Generation, we're back.
Yeah.
I checked. It's episode 12.
Okay, yeah. Nice.
We're on
Season
episode
2.
12. Season 2. It's episode 1, we only did 10 episodes, isn't it?
Yeah, first season. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, sorry. Season 1, we only did 10 episodes. So we're back in the place, people. We've took a little, 2-3 week hiatus.
Mm-hmm.
I think the last episode, wasn't the last episode when it was your birthday? Or did we do one after that?
I think we did one after that. I think. What 2 days? I can't remember.
What
That
is
was April. Yeah. We must have done one after that.
What is your new age brought for you since? So we're talking about a month now?
Yeah,
4 weeks?
Yeah.
What's your new age brought for you? Is there there been any impact on your life
has. I
now
ain't
that
gonna
you're a year older, even though you're only 4 weeks?
There's a lot more creaks in my knees. And my back strain isn't as good.
Jeez.
But yeah, I'm there.
No, I hear
I'm
you.
happy to be alive, man. That's what that matters.
I hear you.
I'm
My
happy to be
birthday
alive.
is creeping up.
I know,
Like,
facts.
Net 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And I'm up there with you. It's true though. I feel like my back arches a little bit more the older I get.
Forward,
You know?
yeah. He's forward a bit more. Yeah.
That's why I try and keep a straight, strong back. Broken Generation. Other than that, what you been up to, man? What you been
Not
up to
much,
these past couple of weeks?
Not much. Just keeping myself to myself. Trying to make sure the Freemasons and the 33-degree
Illuminati
Masons
and them.
the Illuminatis don't catch me slipping. You know what I mean?
Catch you. I'm trying to get their attention, big man.
Oh, is it?
Like,
Trying to do
there's
like a quick blood
oh,
sacrifice, yeah?
I don't know about blood sacrifice, but I'm still not getting that invitation.
No.
I'm still not
Jeez.
getting that bringing. I don't know what more I need to do.
You need to put yourself out there a bit more.
But hi.
Just let the world know that you need money in it, or you want money, you want fame, you want fortune.
No,
you're willing to do whatever.
Whatever, yeah. I don't know if I'm willing to do whatever. I just want the power and all of that without having to do.
Just do a few devil horns,
Oh,
a few pyramids.
I don't know. I don't mind the pyramid thing. The pyramid thing's alright. I don't know
Do
about
your
the
thing,
devil
bro.
thing. Devil thing's a bit mad. Broken Gen. So yeah, nothing really.
No, nothing really, man. Just work, usual things. 2 books coming out next month.
My guy. Always
Amazon links.
working, man.
Amazon links in the bio. Children's book coming in December if all goes well.
My God. So you're a proper author now?
I don't know if it's a proper author because I'm not signed by like a publishing agency, but
But that would have been 4 books. So you've got a book out already.
yeah, 1 book out.
You've got 2 coming, and you've got 1 for the end of the year.
End of the year.
That's 4 books.
That's
You're an
facts.
author, basically.
If you want to call me that, it's common.
I go by many names.
yeah.
If author happens to be one of them.
Yeah. If it works in the scenario and the conversation, then yeah.
Yeah,
call me that,
man, you're an
call me
author. Nah, that's good.
that. Link in bio, yeah.
I'm happy to hear.
People say that random stuff like link in bio, check the bio, innit?
I even seen. I watched a video yesterday. Interesting still. Something I want to talk about. Maybe if we bring in or when we bring in the UK rap podcast guys, they were talking about why doesn't America take UK rap seriously?
Okay.
And I think it's an interesting conversation because even though they may reference,
Palios,
yeah, but I don't think they take. Why he was saying Dave's album only scraped into this, Skepta's album only scraped into that. So yeah, it's a topic for another day.
Yeah.
But he was like, right, pause the video. I need you to subscribe. We're gonna wait 10 seconds, blah blah blah, and leave a comment to show. You know, and I thought there's so many different techniques that YouTubers or podcasts or whatever you do. There's so many different techniques they use. We don't do none of them. All we got is a little gap in between.
Yeah, each transition.
And that's only in the video. If you're listening on audio only, it just sounds like a random break.
But let's just take that. Let's take 5 seconds right now, guys. Click the subscribe button. What about the bell? What about the bell? Press that bell thing.
Notification
bell, so you can get all of our updates.
One video every 3 months. We're
stuff,
good, man. We're busy people.
Life, innit?
We have to talk again. We always talk this whole COVID thing.
Oh,
So we've just been extended another. It's 4 weeks, isn't it?
Extra 4 weeks, he said.
Another 4 weeks.
Yeah, facts.
So we was due to come out Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah, 21st.
Monday was good.
Done.
And you know what I did? It's like stupid I am. I booked a week off from Monday, innit? Thinking, man, just gonna live life and
And do what though? What were you planning to do?
Can't tell the world, innit? Can't tell the world.
Okay.
I'm just gonna be out there, innit?
Well, he's gonna fly out
No, I'm just gonna be out there, as in I'm out there, innit?
in the week though.
Don't worry, don't worry.
Okay.
So it was an 8 day off work, innit?
Oh yeah. That's calm.
And I did. Well,
So what? You cancelled it, or you're still?
No. I can still do things in it, but it's not the same, innit?
Oh, okay. So we got now. What's the new date now?
July the 20 something, innit?
Is it that far away?
Yeah, I think it's
Oh, so it's literally 4 weeks.
It's 4 weeks exactly to the Monday.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, man.
Well, I didn't have nothing planned. Obviously, my birthday. It would have been nice to been able to go out and do a few things, but other than that, I got nothing planned.
Yeah.
Got holiday booked November. Hopefully, I still get to not a holiday, just like a little getaway.
Okay, get away. Well, big man, what about you? Since last, you've had a lot of few things changes, isn't it? Few changes.
Yeah. I've got an addition.
Got an additional what?
New addition.
What, an additional number to the bank account? Or what you saying?
Never additional numbers to the bank account. A new child, a baby, a baba.
Round of applause. Round of applause. Yeah.
So life changed again.
That's good.
Always for the better. Added stress.
That's all right, man. That's worth it. That's the stress you're worth living.
Great. Hair's going great in certain places. You used to have to take that sometimes.
Congratulations, man.
Put a little money on the crypto.
Okay, did you?
Yeah. Put a little money down.
Dogecoin, what you saying? What were you jump on? Do you diversify your portfolio?
Nah, Binance USD. BUSD.
Okay.
You know, just a little something. It's gone up actually.
Oh, yeah.
How much have I made? 9 pence?
No. We don't talk about pences. We talk about how much percentage.
Yeah. You talk. Oh yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
No way. I talk about money, big man, because I'm about money. Yeah.
Nah, bro. You're supposed to disguise it. That's the smoke.
No, I'm not disguising.
That's the smoke. You're supposed to say
I'm not,
increased by 20%.
No,
it might have been 9 pence, but that's not the point.
I'm not interested in none of that. Yeah. I'm a realist. If I'm getting ripped off, I need to know I'm getting ripped off. You know, there was a man that want to talk about, I got a percentage or a market cap or
Come
this.
on.
Big man, how much have you, that's the question I've asked everybody.
Yeah.
How much have you made? Well, basically, no, big man, how much have you made? How much can you take out? Man always want to talk about percent. Big man,
but you got to reinvest. You got to reinvest the percentage in it. So you put it back in. So you forget about the long term and not talk about the immediate in it. So you might have immediately made 9 pence, but it's not about that.
No, it's not.
It's about the reinvestment of that 9 pence.
100%.
And that 9 pence could be 20 pence next week, 80 pence the week after.
So
£1.60. Come on,
it's not in
guys.
there. Like, I'm not in there for a quick turnaround.
That's good stuff.
It's just there, you know. I just wanted to experiment and put a little bit down. Basically, I just don't want to get left. That's
you want to be in the conversation where everyone starts talking about crypto.
No, but left like in 20 years. Like, I don't want to be left, and you know them ones. That's it, really. That's all I'm in it for. I know deep down this is a pyramid thing.
Oh wow!
I know deep down that it's a pyramid thing.
Is money a pyramid thing?
What, money in general? Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
There's always going to be someone that influences money.
What, the rise and fall of cash?
Always. Consistently, someone is going to be able to dictate what something is worth, and that's going to change. But
alright, big talk.
Hopefully, you know.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I'll put another £5 in there by the end of 2021 at 2030 or whatever they're saying. I think everyone's saying 2030 now. That's like a 10 years, isn't it?
Yeah.
So obviously, it kind of hit 2020, 10 years time.
10-year bubble.
Obviously, I can buy my Lamborghini.
Boy, do your thing, brother.
So yeah, £5. Hopefully.
Shout out to you and the rest of the crypto team.
My drink.
Do your things, man. The rest of us are just working people in it, trying to put money
I'm working as well, B.
Oh, sorry.
I'm working as well.
Sorry.
Like I said, I put a little something down.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I did.
No probs.
So yeah, we have to move on. Got some interesting topics this week. Always got interesting topics.
As always, man. Excited.
So let's get straight into that. go. Nearly forgot about that saying.
Yeah.
I nearly forgot. That's the joke. I was thinking, what do I say again? Let's go was the one. That is the intro. So, Mr. Henry, we're going into topic 1. First discussion. I thought for this topic,
Yeah. You'd wear the tee.
I'm gonna rep the top.
Yeah.
Had a terrible performance yesterday. I know you're not really a football man,
Not really, no.
but England played yesterday against Scotland.
How'd it go?
Big rivalry. Well, they're saying obviously big rivalry, even though the stat is Scotland are the 3rd lowest ranked team in the tournament.
Wow.
And England, I don't know what England are, but they're meant to be up there, like top 5.
Yeah.
I don't know if they are, but they're meant to be top 5. So the top 5 drew, basically played terrible against the 3rd lowest ranked team.
Wow, that's quite peak.
Little history about that. So old title, my England supporters, do and die, will stand up and boo
Quite peak.
when players take the knee. So we're not just talking about black
peak.
players.
Yeah.
We're talking about the whole team.
Yeah.
So what is your stance or opinion on these people that are booing all players? So we don't even need to make it a race thing, because white, black, all players need. What is your opinion on the people that are booing this?
Right, so let me take it back just one step.
Take it back.
I'm all for kneeling.
Yeah.
Like I'm all for that. I'm not sure how much change kneeling can do in society at large, but I'm all for people that are trying to make a statement. I think it's a good statement to make. But in the same way that booing when people are kneeling is also a statement that people are trying to make. And I'm against that.
Okay. So you're against the boo?
I'm against booing for it because I don't fully get why you're booing.
Yeah,
you get me. If someone is protesting against something that means something, then I don't know why you would boo them or go against them in any way, shape, or form. If you don't agree with it, if you don't want to align with it, if you don't want to kneel, then just don't do it, isn't it? Yeah,
simple.
It's that simple. But go on, what about you? Because there's been a lot of noise about this.
I think unnecessary noise as well. I think, like you said, it's literally 2 sides. Like, you either agree and say you understand what they're doing, or, like you said, I'm not really involved, I don't really care. It's not I just don't understand where the booing comes.
Yeah.
Like, what does the booing
do
signify?
Yeah.
Like, what are you getting from booing?
Yeah.
So, I saw a quick clip, and it was an England guy, like an English supporter, was going to, I think, the first game of the Euros. We played Croatia, so this was last Sunday, or when this comes out, whenever it was.
Yeah.
And he was like, yes, I'm going to boo. And the guy's like, what do you mean? Like, explain to me why
you're booing.
As a racist, you're going to... I'm not a racist. I've never been a racist in my life. Yes, you are.
Yeah.
You're booing against racial inequality. You're racist. If you oppose someone that's trying to get equal rights, then you're against those equal rights. No matter what it is. If you're gay, whether it's whatever it is, if you're going to boo against someone that's
wanting equality,
then you're against them. You're racist, or you're homophobic, or facts. He's saying no. Basically, what he was saying is that it's an American thing. Like, this whole Black Lives Matter. So before he even finished that, the person that was hosting was like, what's this got to do with Black Lives Matter?
Yeah.
He's like, well, it is. He's like, show me where. He said, do you know why people are kneeling? Yeah, because obviously Black Lives Matter, what's going on in America? And he was like, no, it's nothing to do with America. This is no significance to America in any shape or form. Yeah. So basically, the guy's trying to justify the reason why he's booing and doesn't even know why.
Yeah.
So do you know why the players are kneeling? Do you know?
All I know is injustice.
Yeah.
So I don't really know the specifics.
So from what I can gather and from what I've seen, it's obviously around all the racial hate that they're receiving.
Okay.
Online.
Yeah.
So obviously at the moment...
And at the games?
Yeah, at the games, online. So at the moment, like, anytime, like, one of the black players makes a mistake or the team lose, then they get, like, hundreds, if not thousands of racial abuse online.
Yeah.
So a lot of it is online. So whatever platform that is, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, whatever they use, they're getting a lot of that.
Yeah.
And then obviously there's the physical, not physical, but I mean like people in the stadium,
monkey noises,
doing gestures, monkey noises, things like that. So that's what they're doing. It's very, very, very personal to them.
Yeah, and specific.
Yeah, to them. Nothing to do with what's going on in America. Yeah. They're not saying we want equal rights in the workplace. They're not saying we want policing, less brutality to do with policing.
Yeah.
They're not saying we want a black prime minister. They're kneeling because of the racial abuse that they receive.
One thing I would say is it sounds like people who are booing. Yeah. Again, there could be a spectrum of what they're feeling, because it could be that they're just ignorant to the actual topic itself or why they're kneeling. It could just be because they don't want politics mixed with entertainment. So people say that's been the biggest thing. Politics has no position in sport or football. But what's political about someone being racially abused? Yeah, so for them, or for anyone that's watching, whether it's whatever sport it is, it's them. They go there to watch the sport and be entertained by the sport itself, and not to hear of any other things there. Yeah. So anyone making a statement, whether they're kneeling or doing any other gestures or whatever it could be could be seen as them adding politics to a sport which is just supposed to be for fun and entertainment. I'm all for it though. I'm all for it, but I get the understanding. Okay, this is just entertainment. Just entertain me. Don't do nothing else. But the people who are just entertaining you are humans, and therefore they have experiences that are positive and negative, and therefore their reaction to those positive and negatives is what we're calling political. But it's just them being humans, isn't it? Yeah, and responding.
Yeah. I agree. So let's go through like some of the points, because I'm not saying that you. Like, I'm asking you because I'm saying this is a different view, because I literally do not understand. So, like, some of the points I've seen is, like you said, it's sports, it's entertainment. With entertainment, you get the negative. Yeah. Like, so people are saying, listen, they get paid 60, 70, 80 grand a week.
Yeah.
What's the little monkey noise? They still go home to their mansion. They're still millionaires. Like, what's the little monkey noise? Like, why do they care? And I've known, like, black people to have that same opinion.
Yeah.
Big man, I will go on a pitch for 90 minutes, be called a monkey, and if I'm getting 90 grand at the end of that week.
That's how people feel, but...
So, obviously, people have said that. But that is like, how does it affect you? That's always my question back to people that try and justify it. What does 5 seconds at the start of the match, like, they're not taking time out, like, it doesn't affect the match in any way. They're not asking the crowd to be silent for a minute. There's nothing involved. All they're doing is kneeling for 5 seconds at the start of the match. Like, it doesn't affect anybody.
It shouldn't affect anybody, yeah.
Well, yeah, it shouldn't affect anybody. It doesn't affect the game. It's not like the players are less... You know, they take it easier on... Yeah, they take it easier on, man, because it's a weird concept, man. I don't understand it. I really don't understand it. So, do you see the side of people that are booing? Like, do you understand? I know you spoke about like the podcast, but do you understand? I know it's hard to explain because we don't understand it.
So if I was to make an excuse for the people that are booing, my excuses would be exactly what I said. I only go to football for entertainment, and I don't want to be thinking about anything else. Yeah. Or it could be, if I'm a Caucasian person, no disrespect, but I feel so. I've had enough of all this racial talk. In general, can't we just go to a game and just play a game without being thought about all of these racial topics, blah, 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 all the time? And again, that's just an excuse that they could say. I'm not saying it's a right excuse or it's their right to have that opinion. But I get the psyche. Like, you only care about yourself.
Yeah.
You only care about people that look like you or you're surrounded by. And if it affects what you're surrounded by, or it feels like it's an attack against you as a person or who you represent, then you're going to be angry against it. And if you're a British person, born and bred, for multiple generations, and you see injustice happening in Britain in the sport that you love, people are saying that there's injustice in the country that you're from, that you love, or the sport that you support, you're going to feel attacked. So that's where they respond. I don't know, man.
But we need someone to explain it. And obviously, like we say every week, if you are someone that feels the need to boo or you're against kneeling, please let us know. DM us privately. We're not gonna expose nobody because it's part of the discussion. So we're never gonna do that.
But one thing, I don't want people to make it deep. Like, you know, the people that are booing, at the moment, it doesn't seem there's no intellectual argument for why they're booing.
No, not at all.
So that's why we're like, you're just idiots.
Yeah.
Because there isn't anyone that has come out and articulated why they are booing that makes sense.
Yeah.
All we're just seeing is people booing, and the people that boo are people that look like people that aren't really intelligent. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a guy who's drunk at home, big belly, wife named Shirley, look ugly. You know what I mean? The scenery and the heist don't look too well. He's got a crack on the TV screen. Man's turning and screwing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you don't look like an intelligent person, so that's why we just dismiss you. But if it was an intelligent person that was booing and actually made a good argument for why they're booing, then maybe we'd have, you know what I mean? Maybe we'd receive it a bit differently.
So I got 2 more follow-ups.
Go on.
So we put it on the it was posted on the Broken Generation Instagram, broken_generation_ podcast. So it's posted on there. That day, a black player, Jamaican born, scored. Are these same fans silent? No.
Facts.
When he scored, are they like,
Facts.
oh, he's a Jamaican born, he's not even... They are not. They may if he plays bad, but when he scored and England won, they celebrated as much as anyone else.
Facts.
Suddenly they don't see colour. And this is something that I guess I seen growing up. Obviously it was a different time back then.
I'm happy to comment on this. Go on.
Yeah. So it's a different time back then. Like, we're talking 25 years ago, maybe more. And I find it hard to understand that, like, back then we had, like, Paul Ince, few John Barnes, like a few black players that played, and there was a lot more racism. But if they scored, no one cared. Colour wasn't a thing.
It wasn't an issue,
No, it wasn't a thing. Like, they're English, it's an England game, they scored, it wasn't, oh, it's not as good because it's a black English player or whatever nationality or whatever colour they are. That I've never understood. Like, if you're against racial inequality, then don't cheer when the black people score.
No, I get it.
Like, you can't support one thing and not support the other. You have to see it all the way through.
Okay.
Go on, sorry, I talked a lot.
Now, this is no, I like it. I like the passion, brother. This is the problem. I wouldn't say the problem, but this is the reality of the human nature.
Yeah.
We compartmentalize everything.
Yes.
So we think about things in different categories. Racists or people who are racist or have a racial prejudice can easily put you in a brackets.
100%.
Meaning this. Black people or a black male is only good for maybe 2 things. One for entertainment and one for sexual prowess. Yeah. So there's some females, Caucasian, Chinese. I always have to take it this way, don't I? No, brother, don't laugh.
Can you come to my wife?
See, I was trying to have a serious conversation. You have to laugh.
But I know where you're going.
No, I ain't going there. Now you made me smile. I have to go there now, innit? But now there's some people who only see black men as like sexual beings. Yeah. And there are other people, who, maybe white males, who only see black men as sports personalities. Yeah. So when you're doing what they're happy with, like, you're in this bubble, you're a sports person, just do sport. Yeah. You're not the person I go to for politics. You're the person I go to for sport. So if you're doing sport, you're doing everything. Dance, monkey dance, because they're happy with you in that precision. When you start doing other things, they're not happy with you. So that's why I can understand, in the mind of a racist, why they would cheer for a black person who scored for their team and be angry when they're kneeling. Like, that makes sense to me. You don't care about that person's life. You only care about the entertainment that they bring you. Same thing with slavery. When we talk about slavery, when you see films about slavery, you see about how they get the slaves to come and dance and play music, fight against one another, because they're entertainment for us. We don't care if they hurt their neck, they break their neck, they die, you've just raped their wife or their daughter. Like, you don't care about that, because they're just there either for sex objects or for your entertainment. And if we look at the scope, man has to go deep now.
Yo, you're going deep still. No, but I understand, because we need to understand the mentality of why these people are doing.
Yeah. So if you look at entertainment, if you look at black British people, where do they excel? They excel in sports. They excel in the music industry. Why? Because, quote unquote, the narrative that white British people, maybe white Caucasian people, whatever, have of black people is that they're only good in those fields. So therefore, we push them. We're happy to give you a $2 million record deal. We're happy to, sign you first, give you a signing bonus that is huge, put you in a flat, all these sort of things. Because in those fields, we're happy for you to excel in, because you excel, make us money, and therefore we watch you and get entertained.
No, I hear that. And we spoke about this. Remember the post boxes?
Yeah.
And
tokenism. Yeah.
And also, was it the 100 Greatest Britons? Mm-hmm. And did we say there was one black? Maybe Lenny Henry made it, or maybe not even one. Or
Something
we
like
spoke about it anyway. That weren't that long ago. And like you said, when we talk about like famous black Britons, most of them are entertainment, sports. Like most of them fit into that category that people promote, or that are widely accepted.
Facts. Like
you're widely accepted. Even like down to Mo Farah.
Yeah.
Like this is where's he originally born? Ethiopian born. I think he might be Ethiopian. Definitely an African country. Looks like an African, like wherever he looks like. But because he's excelling and represents Great Britain and he wins awards, he's widely accepted.
Facts.
Everyone loves him.
Facts.
If he then, like you said, started turning around and started speaking out against inequality happening in his country, used his platform to then talk about what's going on. Like you said, people would be like, "Oh, why you talk? You're a runner. Like, you won the gold medals. Do what you're best at. Why are you now talking about what's going on? Like, that's not your job." Facts. So I get that, and that's probably the best explanation that I've heard that makes sense.
So
like,
what I would say,
your role. Do your role.
Facts.
So whose role is it to step up and speak about inequality in sport? Do you think it's...
Can I just say,
X?
you're getting there, fam. I like the way you just typed that in with using the word role, innit? Oh, it's the role, then you jump to the role. Yo, man's a superstar. Go on,
we've done this for a while now, big one.
We've
done this for a while. So do you think it's the ex-players? So ex-players talk about it a lot. Mm-hmm. There's been a few players that came out and said, I think Ian Wright may have been one of them.
Yeah.
I wish that I had this, like, not even passion, but support and basically back in when I was younger and facing it every week, even in club.
Yeah.
Like, I wish I had this back then. And I'm sure he said he feels some responsibility. Like, I may be wrong, but I heard, like, I've heard this said, he feels some responsibility that it's at now where it is because they kind of stood aside because that was it.
Yeah.
Like, this is what it is. Football in the UK or in England is racist.
Yeah.
You're going to get it. Like, I get it, not so much now, but, like, playing football, and especially going to the more rural parts of the England or Gloucestershire, like, they're like, oh, look at that. Oh, look at the black guy. I bet you he's rapid. I bet you he's fast. Or I bet you he's that. Or,
so let's come in.
Or like, we've gone places before and we had a majority of black squad, and they'd be like relating us to other teams that are black. Okay. So Arsenal, they'd be like, oh, you lot are like Arsenal.
Yeah.
So like, that's like it's only a joke, mate.
Yeah.
Like, it's not. Or like, something happened, someone got angry. Ooh, don't get your knife and shank me. Like, them foolishness. So that's kind of, for them, that generation, it was accepted.
Yeah.
So I know that was a long way around the question, but
that's
he is
good.
responsible.
So I think there's multiple layers to it. So one of the things I would say is that in Ian Wright's generation, in that generation, they were probably told by their family, again, I don't want to speak out of turn, but by their family and friends, look at the opportunity you guys got. You got all of this money, look at all of this wealth you're bringing in. Like, try not to take it to heart.
Club.
And the club's probably acquiring it.
The club as well.
But now we're in a generation where we're like, yes, you might be earning this much money, but that doesn't justify it. Whereas before, that was good enough. You get paid enough, you're justified, you're one of the lucky ones. Yeah. Now we see so many footballers that are black and have so much great opportunities, even though the money's there, it's not good enough just to say, yo, we got the money now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it's not a fault of Ian Wright in their generation.
No, I don't believe that because they
It's just
paved the way
exactly
where the footballers are at now.
Yeah, it's a totally different generation. Even those speaking on it, they can be accepted to some extent by the entertainment, by those who have, because they were entertainment for us for so long. Yeah. They can talk about it on you know what I mean, on the couch and do these kind of presses, and we don't need to stress about it too much because it's not affecting the game itself. But when it affects the game itself, or they feel like it's affecting the game itself, that's when they're a bit angry about it.
Yeah.
So I think it's, in my estimated opinion, everyone should be talking about it. Whether you're black, whether you're white, whether you're a current sports player, a previous sports player, or a future sports player, it should be talked about everywhere. But just because it's relevant for this generation and this conversation now.
Definitely. So what do you believe? How do you believe it's gonna stop? Or how do you think there's a way out of just being?
Nah.
No?
No, I think the only way it's going to stop, and it's never going to stop totally, but the way it can be eradicated or at least silenced is from being more strict and more stringent. Yeah. So with all of the computer systems, with all of the digital computer systems, you could probably have in a game computer systems that are set up. I know this is like high tech and probably won't maybe needed, but high tech, so when you can actually point out the people who are being being racist, and then do something extreme.
But they do have algorithms because a lot of people get like blocked, don't they? Like they write, I don't know, like you can say keywords that you're not allowed to write online, like I don't know, stuff like Hitler and this, like certain words, and they flag. And
it won't appear on people's like threads and stuff like that. And you can block. And can be blocked individuals. So that's one way of doing it, like social media wise. I'm talking about how it can happen and affect people's lives in general. Yeah. So for example, you see when people do these things online, and then someone finds out where they work, they send this.
They say work, do you?
Blah blah blah. All of that stuff would be dope if it's online, as well as in person. So if you're one of these people screaming at the game, there should be a camera that can highlight you, maybe get details of your seating, and then find out what house you are, your name.
Yeah, I think that does happen. And so then there's been a lot of people that have been banned for life, for doing gestures, for making noise. There's obviously fans inside the stadium have pinpointed people out and said, you know, I don't want to be that person, but during the game, this guy was doing this, making noises, screaming, shouting, being racial. Obviously, I don't want it in my club. Yeah. So
those are ways in which we can tackle it against, like, in the immediacy to some extent. But you're never going to get rid of racism. People are racist because it's in their core and it's always going to be around. But you can silence it maybe in clubs, on the grounds, or you can silence it a bit more on social media. You can make it affect people's pockets, but it's never really going to go away. You can finally reduce it over time when there's more intermingling, more interracials, and then therefore everybody is light-skinned. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
So what we take over the world.
Yeah, maybe. You get me? Maybe in a few years.
So, last 2 points. So the first one I'm going to say is about in the club. Yeah. So we're talking about football. We're talking about kneeling.
Yeah.
Do you think it's time for the fans now to play a part? Like I said, do you think it's time for everyone to be responsible now? So if there is an area or a person or a couple of people that are making racial gestures or whatever, it could be anything, it could be homophobic, it could be anything.
For sure.
You think now the fans should be taking that responsibility to either say to them, so this might be two white guys. One of them's like screaming racial. The other one said, listen, we don't want this this is not in our club. You're not a representative. You're not a representative of us, of the fans of this club. Do you think now people need to start stepping up and taking accountability? Because obviously it's not, when these things happen, it's rarely documented. They try to. It's an isolated incident. It's one person. It's one area. It's one fan base. But the whole club gets tarred with it. Like the whole club will be tarred with it. So even if you are someone that believes in it, because some other people in your club or your fan base don't, you're now tarred with that. So rather than make an excuse of why you're not, you think it's time for them to take some accountability.
I think accountability all across the board. So I think there should be fines for clubs. I think there should be obviously the bannings that take place for individuals, supporters, and everyone should be held accountable in whatever way, shape or form.
Definitely. And the last thing I heard, this was extreme.
Go on.
The racist database. So you know, like a DBS, criminal database. someone said that people that have, because you can't really be, well, you can be convicted of a racial hate.
You can, yeah.
So that's like
racial
the
crime,
highest.
yeah.
So that's like convictions of racial, but people that also abuse people online, in stadiums, in the street. So there was that girl with the bankster not too long ago.
Oh yeah, facts. Yeah.
So people like that should be placed on a database that is available to employers, that is available to, well, not general public because the DBS is not available, but basically employers and people that need to know of their history. Do you think that would then? Do you think that's a solution, or do you think that's just making the problem worse? How do you think that would go down? Where do you see that happening?
I'm gonna be honest. Yeah.
You have to be honest.
No, I don't like it.
No,
I don't like that idea.
Okay. Why do you not like that idea?
Yeah, I'll tell you why. It's because where's it gonna stop?
Yeah.
It might I like the freedom I have.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is gonna sound mad weird about it. Before I just said,
just go.
I love doing this. Look, I like my freedom I have to be racist.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not saying that black people can be racist, but that's another conversation. Like, there's freedom in me being free to do whatever I want.
Yeah.
If you're gonna police everything I do, I don't like that. I don't want that. Like, I hear that that's what's happening in China when you've got like a social status and things of that nature.
Oh, okay.
Social pointings or whatever they call it. Like, I don't like the whole idea of me being watched and every single thing I do being tacked.
Yeah.
Even though it could be a solution, I don't think it's the greatest solution. So I'm not all for it, just because of where it can lead to.
Yeah,
it may start with racism. And then there's gonna be a list about did you cheat on your gal? Okay, you got to be added onto the cheat on gal list. Oh, did you? Do you know what I mean? How far are we gonna go?
No, yeah, it's true.
So I don't know.
So yeah, I definitely think it's got its pros, but it's definitely because then everyone's gonna call like for a database.
Add something else on a database
or
another database. Yeah,
you know, like you said, there's gonna be everything. Like people are gonna want, yeah.
And I like everything that has happened in the past. When you start talking about race, everyone else jumps on the bandwagon. You have the LGBTQ community jumping on the bandwagon. You have the Asian community jumping on the bandwagon. The Indian community jumping on the bandwagon and wanting another database that represents them. So just how many databases we gonna have, people? Yeah,
but then like this whole thing, like I'm not trying to sell it, but it could be related to everything. It could be related to any hatred crime.
Yeah.
So maybe not just race, maybe not just, but like a hatred crime. So whether you're committed or whether you're convicted for any
that's what
kind of crime.
So that
hatred. So that's the LGBTQ. That's
did you say LGBTQ?
Yeah, I got it completely wrong.
DBQ, yeah.
LGBTQ.
No, TQ.
Yeah, so whether that's that, wherever you're from, or whatever.
Nah, you can't get away from it, mate. I have to laugh. LG, what did you just say?
Big one. I don't know what the acronym is, but I know what it represents.
Go on, it's calm.
So I don't know
what the acronym... Don't be offended by that. I don't know if you've got...
How can you be offended if I say the letters the wrong way round?
No, but I'm just saying we might have a big LGBTQ community of watchers, innit? I doubt it, but...
They'd be offended by the fact I got the letters the wrong way round.
You just added D. What's D still represent? Anyway, let's go back to the point. Sorry.
That's high sensitivity. If you're affected by getting the letters the wrong way round. But I'm saying any kind of hatred crime could be.
But it is. So if it's a crime, it is added onto DBS. Any criminal offence will be added to your criminal list. I don't know what you call it. Yeah.
No, true.
Interesting though.
Yeah, very.
We're here about it.
Always, man.
We're very passionate about equality.
Always.
It's a fact.
Always. So if people are gonna boo, let them boo, innit? What can we do? People are entitled. Yeah, but that's what we've, like you said, like if they feel passionately about it and they don't really know what they're passionate about, they're gonna do it.
Yeah, man. They need someone with intelligence. They need Piers Morgan to explain why.
Where's Piers? Where's Piers? Has he literally disappeared since?
He's had a book come out since.
Like, since relating to this, or is it like a previous one?
No, it's a recent one.
Oh, recent.
He's touched on some of the topics that reason why he left and blah, blah, blah. But anywho.
Let's keep it moving. Let's go. Let's go. About to go straight back in.
Facts.
So we touched upon the kneeling you give a good account of the psyche behind why you believe people associate certain ethnicities with their role.
Okay.
I think that was a good
role in ethnicities. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
I think that was a good account, to be honest. Always tried to make it sound a bit more like professional when I do the summary. Someone might only listen to the summary. They think, oh, these guys are really intelligent and use big words. No, we're not. We just run through. This one, I'm interested. I need you to break it down, and I need you to give your point.
All right.
So I can have a counterpoint, or
Agree.
I can add to your point.
All right. So man was online,
Okay.
watching Instagram. I was on the Instagram.
Okay,
One of the guys I work follow on Instagram's got an Instagram live. American guy.
Yeah.
And he's got a few people on.
Okay.
You know, you can have like the multiple.
Yeah.
So he's got one gal on, and he's got a guy called Benzino. Do you know Benzino?
From the source.
Yeah, he used to be an owner of the source.
Yes.
So he got Benzino, this guy, and this gal on, and this gal's like blah blah blah, just chatting about female things. You know what I mean? Very attractive lady.
Yes.
She was in a little bikini thing, trying to break joke, blah blah blah. Wanted to get on the show.
Yeah.
Benzino was in the driver's seat, pulled over, and a random guy came over. Well, I say he's random, but he's
like on his live.
Yeah, on his live.
Yeah.
And he was like introducing it. So he's like, oh yeah, come over. Yeah, I'm just parking up for a little bit. Just gonna smoke. Blah blah blah. And the guy came in, he's like, and then Benzino was like, oh, check out that gal. What do you reckon? Blah, blah, blah. She's all very attractive, blah, blah, blah. Do you know what I mean? And she's like, yo, for the right price, I'm here for you. I'll fly out.
Okay.
And she's kind of like just saying, oh, look, boom, I'm going to sell myself for the right price.
Yeah.
And then they kind of carried on the narrative. And I was just thinking, what is this modern woman like? Yeah.
Okay.
Is there always a financial cost for sex?
Ooh.
Because for her, she was blatantly saying, yo, women shouldn't just be having sex for nothing. Like, what's that? You're devaluing yourself.
Yep.
Do you not value your female areas, genitalia, attributes? Yeah. So she's like, yeah, boom, for the right price, I'll fly over. You can fly me over there, we'll have sex, and I'll fly out.
But did she say all of that, or was she just?
She literally said that. No, didn't insinuate. Okay. Literally said it, and he said, "Look, if you like me, look, here's a picture, like span rounded all the thing. Like, yo, I'll give me your number." And she did it on the guy. Bless him, gave his number on the live. Innit? Huh? There was at least about 8,000 people watching, so all 8,000 people could just pin down his number. Blah blah blah. Anyway, right price, I'll sell it. So I just thought, oh, is there a financial cost for sex?
Why?
And I feel like the American, again, this is just me speaking, the whole American idea of sexuality, we're like 8 years behind them.
Yeah.
So how they feel about sexuality and things now, we'll feel about it everywhere in about 8 years, 9 years, 10 years. Do you know what I mean? Especially in bigger cities. Bigger cities probably only 2 years, 3 years behind America. Smaller cities, maybe 8, 10 years.
Wow.
What's your thoughts, man?
So let me just add to that. Like, I don't even know if it runs along what we're saying. But we're talking about in music, yeah? So Nicki Minaj, Cardi B.
Yeah.
Like, we have female rappers over here.
Yep.
They are nothing at all sexualized like the Cardi B's and the Nicki Minaj.
Yeah, facts.
So I'm saying, like, I'm agree. I think we've got a few now, or a few over the last couple of years that are kind of like doing the more sexualized visuals.
Yeah.
But our female rappers are nothing compared to like how they are over there. And it's just agreeing on are we like 8 years, 10 years behind America?
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of what is going on in America can be seen through the music.
Yeah, facts.
So like hip hop or whatever music you choose over there. But I guess for us, it's the hip hop music.
Yeah.
Like when the rappers started to change. So from my understanding, and I could be wrong, like Lil' Kim was the first like female rapper to really come out of the stars over the, she really sexualized the music, the art form. And obviously from then it's been widely accepted. And like you said, there's now Instagram models and Instagram girls that are willing to fly out. And that's not just there, that's here. Oh, Have you ever heard of the Uckers Queen or the Uck Queen?
I've heard that name. I don't know.
So there was like a group, or I don't know if it was a group. I think it was a group of girls that used to promote head on Snapchat.
Okay, I'm not a Snapchat guy.
Yeah, so there might have been, I don't know. So I could be wrong because I didn't really look into it because it's a bit mad. But say there's 5 girls, yeah, and they went on. So this is all fact, true.
Yeah.
I just don't know the details. But they went on a UK tour.
A UK Uckers tour.
A UK Uckers tour. So basically, they would tell you where they're gonna be.
Yeah.
And you would book in a time slot. Big man. This
is serious.
No, this is true. So like they would like release on their Snapchat.
Yeah.
Right, I don't know, say what we're on today, Saturday. Sunday, we're going to be in Gloucester between 1 and 7. Yeah? Let us know your location. These are our prices. Let us know which girl you want.
Snap it.
These are our prices. I don't know how long it lasted, and I don't know if it really went like that.
Yeah.
But...
That's just capping though, that's not real though, is it?
No, it's real.
Okay.
It was a real thing. Like, I'm not lying. And I remember watching an interview. Do you know the guy with he wears the mask, African guy?
Oh yeah,
What's his name?
Uncle something, isn't it?
Uncle. That guy interviewed the girl.
Okay.
Yeah, he interviewed. I think she had blurred out her face, or she wore a mask, or something like that.
That might have been where I heard about it. Okay.
But they interviewed her, and she said, "I'm an entrepreneur." Like you said.
Yeah.
Like, why am I going around doing it for free when I could be paid?
Okay.
Like, we're not... So, obviously, it's not prostitution. But she said, we're being paid for a service. What that service looks like is private between me and my client.
Okay. Even though you call yourself the Uckers Queen.
Yeah, so we know. But obviously, the guy... So, like, she put it like as escorting. Because escorting is legal, isn't it? So, you could be an escort and you could be paid...
Oh yeah,
for like your services, as long as it doesn't involve sexual acts.
Yeah.
What happens in your privacy is not an agreement made. So obviously these things are happening over in the UK. So sex has been sex or whatever you're getting does have a financial connotation to it.
So I wanted to say this. I find it, I don't know if this is a positive thing or a negative thing. Because we've got things like OnlyFans.
Yes.
Now, OnlyFans, even though it doesn't have to be about nudes and videos and this, that, and the other, it doesn't have to be sexual.
Yeah.
It's got that sexual connotation to it. So if you've got an OnlyFans, you're a female, you're assuming that they're putting up nudes or they're doing bikini shots and this, that, and the other. And they're getting financially paid for it. They might not be doing the sexual act itself.
Yeah.
Or maybe they are, videos and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it seems to me, whereas there was shame and embarrassment if anything like that was happening back in the day, like even if a gal was giving head to somebody or was a header, like, you'd be like, right, is it rarity?
Shine
it's a rarity.
Yeah, the girls are shy head.
But no, there's like a pride in it. People are not just pride in doing it, but there's just a lot of pride behind it. So I'm just baffled by not only that's the reality of people in America, but that in the UK there's probably loads of people that are like that in the same estimation. I remember going to college. Shout out to Glosscat.
Don't know.
That bit of that building's broken. That building's gone now. Flats now.
We had that.
I remember going across the road for lunch or whatever, and hearing that conversation happen. That someone's like, "Oh yeah, that gal will give you headers for £5."
Is it?
Things like that. Yeah.
Wow.
Life of the world that we're in. Yeah.
So them things are mad. I know a conversation, and I'm not gonna be too
specific.
Yeah, because people know. I always do this. But so one guy. So I was with one guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was up to whatever he was up to doing.
Yeah.
He got a phone call. Can I get this? But I don't have any money. But I'll sort you out. So he's like, sort me out. Like, hi. Conversation went to the conversation.
Yeah.
Things got exchanged both ways.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah? That, to me, was crazy.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm sat wherever I was sat in the car in the yard when that conversation was being had.
Yeah.
And there was an acceptance. So it was literally like...
Yeah.
Even though you didn't get paid cash for it, you still got paid something for it.
Yeah, you got something out of it. Yeah.
And to me, my first thought was, is that how much you value yourself.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't a lot. Like it's not big. It's like, but that's what you value yourself.
Yeah.
Like,
so did you feel?
crazy.
Did you feel? I don't know. I don't know if "sicken's" the right word. Did you feel bad about the female in that exchange?
Yeah, 100%.
Felt bad. Okay.
100. Because we're not talking about a bigger mind.
Yeah.
And we're also not talking about a boyfriend. So like
it's just a random.
You hear it a lot. Like girls would be like, especially if you're in a relationship. Yeah. If you do this, when we get home, boom, boom, boom. Like it's like a bargaining tool.
Yeah.
And it might be, if you buy me that or you buy me this, but you're in a relationship, so
it's kind of accepted to some extent.
Acts are used in a relationship. Both sides, I guess.
Yeah. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing is another conversation.
Well, it's personal to your relationship. It's completely up to your relationship. But when it's someone that you've had no history with, this is the first time anything's happening between you, and it's happening for an exchange of something else. Like I did feel like, even so, I remember saying to him, "Yo, big man, just get it later." Like, when she has it, lie that.
Get money later, yeah.
And I swear, I had that conversation and said, "Yo, just," and he's like, "Nah, allow it. I'll be back in it like an hour."
Oh yeah.
You know that. And happened and done his thing.
Yeah. Crazy. Exchange was made. So all right, let's talk about this like this.
Yeah, let's go.
So when I was watching the live, I was like, "Oh right, this gal is different, innit?"
Yeah.
She's a prostitute, is how I would describe it. Yeah. Get flying out, you doing this, and you get paid. But what about a gal? Let's weigh it up. What about a gal who's just had a one night stand?
Yeah.
What makes a person who had a one night stand acceptable, like their act of a one night stand acceptable, and someone who's had an exchange with a one night stand not acceptable? Why does one make us be like, she's just living her life, and the other one's like, oh right, that's deep?
So the only way I can explain it, and it's probably the wrong way, but like, if you're having a one night stand, then it's kind of, this is going to be weird, but like consensual between both of you. Yeah. So you meet, there's a sexual attraction between two people. Yeah. You both want it to happen. Yeah. Like you're both happy for it to happen. Yep. And it's authentic or organic, and it happens. Yeah. If there has to be some kind of exchange of something, then that's not organic, that's not authentic, but all right, I wasn't going to jump on this side, but I'm on this side, didn't it? No, but we're both I'm going to argue with it now. I'm going to argue against the point now. Of course. But there's always an exchange. No, not necessarily. Now, let me explain. So if you're in a club, you might have saw a girl you're attracted to. You're attracted to that person. Yeah. She may be attracted to you, yes or no, it doesn't really matter. Yeah. But if you've bought her 2 drinks, had a 2-hour-long conversation, you jumped in a taxi with her, took her to your yard. Yeah. May have had sexual intercourse. Yeah. May have paid for her taxi to get home. Yeah. There may have been an exchange. Maybe you didn't pay her directly. Maybe you paid the barman for the drinks. You paid the taxi man for the taxi. You paid the gas and electric, or maybe the lights were off. maybe you put a candle light on. You paid for the candle, didn't you? So there's always some kind of exchange, isn't it? Yeah. Even if it's just time. Oh yeah. So why is there some things acceptable as acceptable exchanges, even if it's just I've complimented her so many times, she just feels over the moon. She may not have been attracted to me, she may have just been so happy about that. I've complimented her, made her day, brought a few jokes. You know me, I'm an ugly guy, but a good smile and a great personality. That's the only way I win. She might have accepted those exchanges. Why is it an error or a wrong thing when it's a financial exchange directly to her? Right, so let me put straight. Expectation. Go on. That's what it is. For me, that's the difference. So if you meet a girl in the club, there's 2 ways this goes. Mm-hmm. There's it runs, or she throws a drink get at you. On, it happens. Yeah. Then there's the expectation. Yeah. For me to go home with you, you have to buy me drinks. Yeah. You have to pay for the taxi. Yeah. You have to pay for my taxi home. Yeah. There's the difference for me. If it's natural and it runs, we're having a good time, we're buying drinks, we're going back to my house, let's get back to my house. Oh, you need a way home, then don't worry, I'll pay for you. If the other side happens and there's an expectation that, if I'm coming home with you,
Yeah.
then like at least buy me a drink. Oh, I can't get home, you have to pay for my taxi. That's the difference I see with that, and that is.
So let me just jump on. Let me just ask a genuine question.
Yeah.
Is that exchange really? Isn't that just fake? Now let me say. She may not audibly say you've got to buy me a drink.
Yeah.
She may not audibly say you've got to pay for my taxi home.
Yeah.
She may not audibly say these things, but there's an underlying assumption that you don't need to. Like, if she's at the bar and you're chatting to her, there's an assumption you're gonna buy her a drink, innit? It's just an unwritten rule, and it's not a rule, but it's an unwritten rule. Yeah. If she's going back to yours, there's an unwritten rule that you've got to like get her to yours, whether you're driving her there or paying a taxi. That's just an unwritten rule, and it's just nice, good manners, innit, to get her home safely after.
But then I think this works both ways, because
yeah, that's a fact.
Because there's right, like you said, but there's an intention. So both sides. Let's not say the girl, because girls do it, guys do it.
I'm going to use the example.
There's an intention.
Yeah.
So without using us, but obviously we're both here.
Yeah.
So say I meet a girl in a club, yeah.
Yep.
And my intention is to sleep with her.
Yep, happened multiple times. Go on. I'm joking.
Not with me. Well, obviously, if you're talking from experience.
I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about someone else that I don't know.
Okay. Oh, you're talking about a random person.
Yeah, random.
So Exhibit A.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Exhibit A meets a girl in the club.
Yeah.
Or meets a guy in the club. Yeah.
Yeah.
Their intention is to sleep with this person.
Mm.
The only way they feel that they're gonna sleep with this person is, let me buy them a few drinks.
Yeah.
Let me offer them to come back to my house.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. So there's an intention there.
Yeah.
Then for me, the difference I see is that then person B expects these things to happen.
Yeah.
So even though you might have an intention,
yeah,
then there's an expectation that you have to buy me drinks. Like, if you're gonna,
so is that wrong?
If you're gonna sleep with me tonight,
yeah,
I at least need 3-4 drinks, or at
so
least need a bottle of.
But is that wrong?
Champagne.
Is that wrong?
I didn't say. Who said it was wrong?
No, I'm just asking you. I'm asking you. Is that wrong?
I'm saying that's the difference between them. No. Because if you're willing, if you have the intention, I've never in my life gone out with the intention to take a girl home.
No?
Never in my life. That's not me.
That's grown, mature.
So
that's
if I did have that intention and I identified a girl that I wanted to take home.
Yeah.
And in my head, I'm like, yep, that's the girl. And she said to me, oh, if you want to take me home tonight, you need to at least buy me a bottle of Moe. Then that's when I have to weigh up.
Man's got Moe money.
Yeah, have I got Moe money? Like, this is what I want. This is my intention. This is how I came into the club. This is my expectation from leaving the club.
Yeah.
Then, calm. All right. I'll buy the Moe. I know tonight it's going down.
Yeah. Cool.
Like, to me, there's nothing wrong with that. Because we both... I'm saying the thing that's wrong is, like, if you're going into the club with no intention, you don't really want, but there's an expectation from the other person that you buy these drinks, you do that, and if you do, then I'll sleep with you. But you're like, well, I don't really like. That's not really. So
let's have this conversation in a slightly different angle.
Let's do it.
So if you see a gal, it doesn't have to be in a club. So let's take the club out of it. You see her shopping, you see whatever, you see her online, whatever it is. However you start the conversation off. The reason you started the conversation off is because you're attracted to her. Yes or no? Yeah. And you may not say it out loud audibly, but that attraction, you are hoping one day to sleep with, yeah? And that's not, to start there, that's not a bad thing. You're attracted to somebody.
Well, if there's a sexual attraction.
There's a sexual attraction, you're going to want to have sex with them at some point. Whether that's 6 months down the line after 5 dates, 4 dates, an hour, or 30 minutes that night. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, does time matter? Is what I'm saying. Like, does the amount of dates matter? Because for me as a man, I'm thinking, for me it doesn't matter.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
I am gonna view that person a certain way if she gives it me today, or she gives it me tomorrow, or she gives it me in 6 months' time. She might be worth the wait. She may not be worth the wait. Do you know what I mean? But from the female's perspective, it's just about intention, isn't it?
Yeah.
She may not want to feel like, oh, you're paying me for a service. That's horrible. She may have to be wooed. Couple dates, couple text messages, late night phone calls, all these sweet little somethings for 3 months for her to let you pipe, Whereas you were on the first time you saw her, you were like, yeah, I'm ready to pipe, innit?
All right, so let me stop you there.
Let's converse, innit?
So-
Let's converse, people.
So, do you think, from what you're saying, that financial commitment identifies or justifies your intention with this girl? So the more you spend, the more you want to be with her. Is that what you're...
Nah, for some people that might be. What I'm saying...
What you just said with the girls...
Yeah.
Do you think that is a mentality? The more this guy spends on me, obviously the more he wants to be with me.
Yeah. So I think, again, I'm not a female. But I think some...
Like, you can be whatever you want to be. You got pink on.
Pink on, yeah. Shout out to outside of the world. Like, I think, again, from my perspective, females need to feel justified before they have sexual encounters.
Okay.
So whether they feel justified by, okay, he's giving me $2,000, right, we're gonna have a good weekend, or he's flown me out, or he's dated me for 6 months, in their eyes, they have to be justified for them to give you the sex. So whether it's $2,000, whether it's 6 months of conversations, whether you've bought them a Chanel bag and some Louis or some, do you know what I mean? So I think it's about justification. But I think we're all grown now, innit?
So you don't want to spend no money. You're not out here trying to spend money.
No, I'm not trying to spend money. But the original question was, is every sexual encounter, is there a financial recompense for every sexual encounter? And I would say, let me think about it, there probably is.
Okay.
So whether it's you're dating them for 2 years, 6 months, or whatever, generally men are paying for stuff. Men are paying for the dates. Generally, if you're going on a date today or tomorrow, you'd be like, right, man's got to get a haircut. Man's got to spend £25 on a haircut. Man's maybe get a new shirt.
Yeah.
Maybe
You want to
get
look your best.
So you are spending money. You may not be paying financial directly to the female. You may be paying it to the barber. Do you know what I mean? All these other aspirations, but finances has been spent for you to have a conversation, and that may lead to having sexual encounters. So I'm just saying, why?
All right, I want to give you this.
There might be some money being exchanged, yeah. Not directly, but the barber might be the pimp for the £25 for the haircut. The H&M shirt, I don't know where you're going to get your clothes in it.
This guy's really trying to make... So, I'll give you an example of where there was non-intentional. This is my own personal example, yeah.
Oh, right. Man's getting personal. We never get personal in it. Go on.
We do get... But no, it's just an experience. So, I was at the bar, yeah. I was in Birmingham. I was at the bar. Very attractive young lady come over, yeah.
Okay.
So I'm stood at the bar. She's at the side or wherever. I can't remember where she is, but like it's one of them ones where the bar's packed. Yeah. So I must have stood on the rail. Obviously, I'm not looking at this bar. So I must have stood on the rails, leaning over to get the guy's attention.
Yeah.
I could see she's trying to get the guy's attention while she can't get the guy's attention, or girl, whoever.
The barman.
So the barman or the bar person come over to me.
Yeah.
And I must have said, oh, you know what? This young lady is waiting as well.
Yeah.
So serve her first, come to me after.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Very gentlemanly of you.
Yeah. So, because I'm thinking, she's not really shouting. I'm screaming, yo, brother, yo. And goes to her. She must have said, oh, thank you. Let me buy you a drink.
Okay.
I said, yeah, no problem. So, she bought me the drink. Give me the drink. She had a Rolex on, I remember.
Oh, snizzle.
So I must have said, oh, I like your watch. She's like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of talked, give me the drink. I got my drink. Obviously, I didn't need to buy the drink.
Yeah.
I walked off. Yeah. No intention.
Yeah.
So then, like, an hour went past.
Yeah.
In my head, I'm thinking, bruh, this brother guy bought me. So I have to return the favor.
Mama's thinking, yeah.
So, so this is no intention. And people that were there can back this story up.
Big man, let me ask you a question.
No,
so
you can do that
after.
No, but what I'm saying, I went back, I find the girl. Yeah. Yeah, I said to her, obviously, I want to buy you a drink back. I appreciate the fact you bought me a drink. She's like, no, don't worry about it. I said, listen, I'm not coming on to you. Like, this is not me trying. I said, I'll buy you I just feel that you bought me a drink, I'll buy you a drink.
So hold on.
We'll get on with the day. So I asked her what she wanted. She told me. I went to the bar.
Big man, there's a few holes in the story, you know.
It's not.
Go on, I got a few questions.
I give her back her drink, took my drink, and went off. I didn't see her again.
Okay.
I think she came over at the end of the night, said thank you, left her way. I went my way. That was it.
Oh, that was it? Oh, okay, sorry. Cool.
No intention at all.
All right.
So what I'm saying is,
I thought that story was going to end somewhere else.
No, that's how it ended.
That's a good convo. Yeah, go on.
So what I'm saying is, even though there was an expectation of drink,
there
was an expectation, but It was
Yeah.
given and nothing more was given.
Okay.
So put your holes in my story.
Nah, that's fine. If it ended a different way, then I would have tried to point a few holes.
Oh, because you thought I had
I
a
thought-
secret underlining
No, I thought-
intention.
But
No,
clearly,
it's not.
all right, no, that's
What, you think the girl had intention? I feel like them two. I feel like that was just gestures made.
That's just good humans. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
good.
like
That's
as a
calm.
gesture.
Yeah, it's calm. And if I was had a rollie and a whole lot of money, I'd probably be buying drinks for people as well with no intention, just to have a good time. innit?
Yeah, just because you're enjoying it. So I think, but I think that could have went a different way. Like
her intention or your intention,
either of us could have took that
Yeah.
a different way,
Yeah.
and then pursued something that wasn't really there.
Yeah.
Just because a drink was bought.
Yeah, facts.
So that's why I'm going back to it.
Facts.
Like, just because you're buying someone a drink, or just because you're
It's
in the
not
club,
deep. Yeah.
it's not deep.
Yeah.
And so when I went back to the group,
Yeah.
and I was like, that girl just bought me a drink. They're like,
Yeah.
what do you mean a girl? What you didn't get the number? I said, get the number for what? Like, what? And
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
a true story. I could give you the name of the guy that was there that we had the
Yeah,
conversation
it's calm,
with,
it's calm,
and you
yeah,
could
yeah.
speak to him. And they're like, what do you mean? And I showed them. They're like, rah, that girl. I was like, yeah.
With the rollie on, yeah.
Yeah. Very attractive young woman.
Yeah.
And I was like, brother, she just bought me a drink. We kept it moving.
Yeah.
I said I didn't even speak. I just said thank you. Like, and it was like, oh my God. Like, the expectation then was, because a drink was bought, there's
Yeah.
some interest.
Yeah.
That interest could then lead to something else.
Yeah.
I know
Facts,
it's a very
facts.
long story.
No, that's
but
calm. That's calm.
I just need to show there's two sides of it.
Yeah. No, that's an
And
interesting combo.
explain me. You know, sound myself. That I'm not this guy.
Yeah. No, I hear you. No, I just think it's interesting, isn't it? I think in America, the exchange of finances for sex it seems like, from my perception, that it's just a simple thing. And it's an acceptable exchange. Whereas in the UK, well,
No, I
these
think it
Uckers
is
things, it
acceptable.
might be acceptable, but it's not mainstream. Like
Yeah.
I feel like it is a mainstream in America. And in the UK, I think there is definitely an exchange when we think about it at its base level. There's always an exchange. Whether that exchange is just an exchange of experiences, whether it's an exchange of time, there's always an exchange. There's not always a financial exchange, but there could be.
Yeah. So on the whole, do you think
Yeah.
that sex has a financial link to it?
Yeah, 100%, 1,000%. Even if it's just £2 for the condom, innit?
Yeah, but that's life. You can't get a condom. What's a condom?
You don't know. Clearly not, yeah? Clearly not. Clearly not.
What, like a quick trip into the toilets before you're going home?
Who knows, man? I don't know. But them kind of lifestyles, not lifestyles, but I just think they are I just think we're just 8 years away from that being the norm. And it's kind of sad to think of it because I've got daughters, and I don't even want that to be anywhere type of their lifestyle in any way, shape or form.
Me
Or
too.
for it to be the norm. Do you know what I mean? But, so is life. Such is
It's a
life.
deep one, man. It's a deep one. People, let us know what you think. Even if you're someone out here that agrees with that.
Yeah.
Like, if you agree that a man should be spending money, like for you to, if you're a female and you believe for me to give up the cookies, yeah.
And you know what?
My milk jar needs to be full. You know, if I'm dipping, I need a full milk carton for that.
No. I was just gonna say as well. In society, a woman's vagina or her sexual organs seems to be the only thing of value.
Why?
Not the only thing of
Why?
value. Sorry.
By whose
Let me finish the statement.
Why?
Don't gas it.
But by whose opinion?
A female's vagina may be the only thing of value in modern society to the American urban culture.
Why?
Now, see how I did that?
Why?
That sounds like a BA. That sounds like a BA. You know, like a BA in your dissertation.
Yeah.
You got to have a title. That's long.
Yeah. Nah, you
Very
just
specific,
done the Donald Trump thing.
Yeah.
You know what he must have said about grabbing girls by the whatever he said.
Yeah,
and then he explained it.
Yeah. No, but what I mean is just like it just seems like that seems like what's of value. That's what men are chasing, and whether they're chasing it indirectly through, okay, I've got to be successful so I can get a certain female, or I'm ugly so I need to have money so I can get a certain female, or I need this reputation so that I can get a certain female. Do you know what I mean? Subtly, it seems like that might be. I don't know.
Do you know what the reality is?
We'll see.
Things finished anyway.
Yeah, it's calm.
Sex sells.
Facts.
Sex.
And there are a lot of
sells.
buyers.
And there are loads of buyers. OnlyFans is the biggest example of that. go. As always, take the conversation all over the place. Start off one place, finish somewhere else. That's how we do it, man. That's how we do it. So, I think the video cut out.
Just at the end.
Just at the end. We only get 30 minutes. So when we just chat, the video cuts out. So basically, what I said at the end was sex sells.
Yeah.
And I think that's been a saying, I don't know, that's probably
the longest.
8 is? Like when things started to be a lot more sexualized.
Yep.
Don't know, could be wrong, but I'm pulling it around that era anyway. Like probably late 70s, early 80s. Sex sells.
Sex sells, man.
Big man.
Yeah.
What are we saying for topic 3? This is the first time in a while we've managed to fit in 3 topics.
That's a fact.
You know, like we usually talk and then it done. So this is like a big hour and 30-minute episode. But we haven't been around for a while.
That's correct.
So.
We've got to give the people a little convo.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So,
all right. So this conversation, this next discussion is similar to the one we just had.
Okay.
So it links, but really it's about females, isn't it? Now I know we don't have females.
I know by the opinion of 2 males.
I know we don't have females on board today. Yeah. Maybe some of our viewers. So again, comment below, all that good stuff. Add to the discussion. What do modern women want from a relationship? Or should I? It's probably better to say what do females want from a male? That's probably a better way of saying it. Okay. Because in my head, from the scenery and the landscape of relationships that I see, trying to sound intelligent. On the landscape that I've seen, what I see is women. No disrespect, I love you. Who want baby daddies.
Yeah.
Or women who want financial support.
Yeah.
So they want someone to buy the Louis. You've watched Blue Therapy.
No, I haven't.
You haven't seen Blue Therapy?
It's fake, isn't it? So I can't.
Apparently they're saying it's fake.
Yeah, I can't take the scripts.
The scripted things.
But yeah, sorry, go on.
So women that just want a relationship with a guy who's got money, who's flashy, you can buy them the fancy stuff, take them to these nice restaurants and things of that nature.
Yep.
Or are there a third category of women who I say who are just really genuinely about a deep-rooted relationship with a man? Yeah. Modern women, man, let's have a conversation about them.
Right. I honestly think it comes down to their upbringing and their mental capacity of what they value in a relationship. Anyone relationship, men or women.
Okay.
So I think early on in life, I don't know, maybe teenage years, you start to value things a lot more than you value. So some people value love, some people value money, some people value power, some people value respect. Yeah. And I think those values then are then manifested into adulthood, and out of a relationship, you look for those things. I think some people in relationships may value what they don't have. Okay. So if you're someone that's grew up without money, then you may look at a relationship and value someone with money. I'm only gonna, like, we hear these sayings all the time. I'm only gonna get with a guy that's makes 6 figures or got a nice car, or girl, I'm only gonna get with a girl that can financially look after herself and maybe financially look after me. Or I'm going to be with someone that holds some kind of power. Okay. So whatever that is, they're a doctor, they're successful in there. So I think it more comes down to that. I think it more comes down to like finding something that you haven't got or that you value more than anything else. So I think relationships, people value things differently. Like some people will tell you, nope, I don't care. Like, I don't care where they are. You could work in McDonald's or you could own your own restaurant. I don't care. Maybe they don't. Yeah. But I guarantee you they value something else a lot higher. Maybe that is time. Maybe that's commitment. Time. Maybe that's, I want to be married by the time I'm 25. So I don't care about your money situation. But I want a ring by 25. Whereas some people might be like, yo, I need you to be rich. I don't really care about marriage. Solid. You like how I broke that down?
I do like how you broke that down.
Okay.
So I only say this in retrospect, looking back on people who's in relationships, mainly females, maybe on my timeline or on other people's timelines. You can only
speak on your experience,
Correct. I see women who are post-breakup, post breakup, a screaming out. It's all about me and my son, innit?
Father's Day tomorrow, you know.
Oh, shout out to that.
But anyway, sorry, go on. Continue. I think we talked about this before, but sorry.
So females are just like, oh yeah, it's a bit about me and my son, this, that, and the other.
Yes.
Or they're bashing down they're talking bad about their baby daddy.
Yeah.
Oh, he's not supporting us financially. He's not doing this. He's not doing that.
Yeah.
And it's just intriguing to me. I'm like, what is it that they genuinely want? Because some females, it sounds as though, yes, they wanted a relationship under their terms, and really their terms were just give me a child and get out of my way, and they're happy with that. Some of them, they actually want, right, they want to trap someone who's a celebrity. You hear about these stories of, okay, someone's so-and-so's in town, he's a celebrity, he's got money, go on, sleep, pierce the condom and you're good, or whatever these gallum are doing just to get a baby so they can financially be secured for the rest of their lives or whatever. And then there's some people who I just look at them and I just think, wow, I assume she's a genuine person. Yeah. And I'm hoping so. Because that's the way I'm talking to her in the DMs. That's
the understanding that you have with each other.
Nah, that's what I'm assuming. I'm hoping. Wow. I don't know.
Big man, not even to be disrespectful, but she ain't looking financial aid from you. So
that's a fact.
So what is she?
But I'm good seed. I'm good seed. Okay. Man can plant seeds. So
Okay. Trong with it, yeah. Trong with it.
That was a humorous moment there, guys.
So right, so let's bring it a bit more down to earth.
Yeah, for sure.
So our generation, us as a generation now, right, we don't have a lot to offer. Like us, I'm not talking about our generation. I'm talking about. So when we're looking at relationships, what do you feel? Did you say the average woman? Mm-hmm. What is the average woman looking for then out of a relationship? Because like you're coming to me, you're not getting financial aid. Like I'm not. So what do you think they're looking for? An average woman and an average.
I think that the average woman is looking for the same thing that every other woman's looking for: potential.
Okay.
So you may not be a millionaire now, but you may have the potential to earn wealth going forward, or you may not be there now, but you're potentially going to be a great listener, communicator. Do you know what I mean? Or let's say it like this: majority of us are just guessing in it, whatever, in it.
Yeah.
Small
sexual attraction.
Small time people. That's it. Small time people aren't really thinking about the world, innit? No. Small time people. If you're in bigger cities, maybe it's totally different, and that's the kind of impression I get. The social medias that I follow is bigger city people, and I'm assuming that's their kind of lifestyles. But small cities, I just think just enjoy life, innit? We struggle. Every life's just a struggle.
Yeah, life is. We had this conversation before, and we spoke about should we be having that conversation before we get into a relationship. But like, should we be having the finances, the what's expectations? Yeah. I don't think people are having, and I can't even remember what we summed it up before. But I'm just saying, like, what are females looking for? Like,
that's the question.
And I guess you would have to have a female on to say what she's looking for in a relationship from an average man. Yeah. Not a man that makes 100k a year, not a man that owns 5 houses, not a man that's got this, not a man that's a celebrity, just a normal
average Joe,
Like, so that's obviously the question I'm posing back at you. Because that was obviously the topic about what are people looking for. So I'm saying, what have we got to offer then?
Jesus, you're trying to make a deep
conversation, general, the average man.
No, that's a fact. That's a good question. Because I think I remember seeing a post about one girl said, I ain't got time to find it. So one girl said that, what have modern men really got? Yeah. Except for what was it? It was so funny, the comment. I'm trying to remember it now. What do modern men have? Like behavior issues or mental health issues and erectile dysfunction.
Why? That's what you're bringing to the table, yeah?
so shout out to those people, isn't it? Yeah. But I don't know. This is the thing. I think relationships, we have an ideal view of relationships. Yeah. And a dream world where everyone's just loving relationships, everyone understands one another, everyone gets on, we know what you want, we know what ticks you off, so we avoid it, and vice versa, and that's what we're assuming people want. But when it comes down to the crux of it, I just look at so many failed relationships, and I'm just thinking, like, what was really the aim in that relationship? Or was the issue that there wasn't an aim in a relationship? I don't know, man.
Do you know what? It's a difficult one. We definitely need a female.
Yeah.
That, because like we said before, it's not the truth, but relationships seem to be a more female-led
thing, yeah.
Like, from my experience, that's all I could talk from. Like, it's more female-led. Like, I want the relationship.
Yeah.
In order for us to move forward, we need to be official.
Yeah.
I think guys are a little or more laid back.
Okay.
Like, they're more like, well, we can see where it's going. If it ends in a relationship, then that's what we're meant to be. But right now, we need to get to know each other, see where it's going.
Yeah.
So during that time, that's kind of where you figure out what you want out of that relationship.
Do you think it's important for there to be clear, articulated aims and objectives of a relationship when you're with the person in those early stages?
I can't remember what I said before. I don't want to contradict myself what I said before.
Because like we talk about,
I think that should be like, I think people get into relationships like we said before. Like, one person really wants kids, the other person don't really want kids. But it's not really spoke about.
Yeah.
So that may not affect them right now in the short term.
Yeah.
But in 3 years, if that opinion stays the same,
yeah.
what are they really in a relationship for? Because in 3 years, that little thing about wanting kids is now massive.
Yeah.
And the little thing about not wanting kids is massive. That's too massive. You can't come to agree. If you're against it and for it, there's no middle ground. You can't just have a kid for middle ground.
Yeah.
Like, you should not be having... I know people do.
Yeah, facts.
And marriage.
Facts.
Like, you shouldn't just be like a lot of people say it makes them happy.
Yeah.
Brethren, I thought you don't even want kids. Yeah, but it makes
yeah.
That's not gonna work. So I think maybe you do need to have them conversations at the start and add in what the value is. But I think there's also you need to be able to back your case.
Yeah.
It's
facts.
not just I want kids.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Why?
Yeah.
Because all my friends got kids, so I want a kid. Like, there needs to be more substance. I know kids is hard because that's a proper... But like marriage, why do you want to be married?
Yeah.
Oh, because I want to be married. But why? Like, what benefits does it bring?
What's the purpose of it? Yeah,
and I think you should be able to ask that question.
And be able to articulate reasons why. Yeah.
And it may be because, you know what, I want financial stability, this, that. Even like girls say... Well, I want all my children to have the same name as me. Like, I don't want to be going into school and they're called something and I'm called something. Stuff like that, or all our name, like anything like that. It could be a visual thing. Like, we are the ... family.
Yeah.
All of us together. Anything like that. Which is not a bad thing, because then you have to say, why don't you want to get married,
Facts.
big man?
That's a fact. Or just have last name changes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But
Depot.
Yeah, facts. I don't know, it's just interesting. Just because I see the landscape.
Yeah.
And the landscape doesn't seem attractive in terms of
In
the
what?
mentality.
Relationships?
Yeah, in terms of mentalities,
Okay.
innit?
Talking from a true single man.
From a single man, innit? That's what it is. So this is me reaching out for you for some advice. Like, what? Is the landscape better from your view?
The landscape's always going to be better from my view. It has to be, because otherwise, if it wasn't, I wouldn't be in a relationship.
As a fact.
That's as simple as it is.
As a fact.
Like,
as a fact.
If I'm not getting what I need and my partner's not getting what she needs from a relationship, we wouldn't be in a relationship.
Yeah, facts.
There's obviously difficult parts.
Yeah.
But there's also the positive parts.
And the positive parts have to outweigh the negative, or they do, or they don't.
Yeah. Wow,
it's
it's balance, isn't it? So sometimes they don't, sometimes they do, sometimes it's just in the middle.
So let me put it out like this then.
Yeah.
We've got no backing, so this is just make a wild statements. In a percentage category or fractions, whatever you want to use, ratio perspective, how many of women do you think care about a relationship or care about a child, or the potential of having a child?
Wow. Due to my analysis done through the BBC.
No quotes from Ofsted. Yeah,
so
go on.
I think now, in this generation, I think a child to a girl is more important than a relationship. So there's a lot of single mums that have children
and are happy in that
with no intention of being in a relationship.
Yeah.
With that, I mean, they're happy to sleep with the guy, they're happy to have the kid, and they're also happy for him not to commit to them.
Okay.
And that may be a conversation. Right, that may have been spoke about in the initial stages.
Yep.
Like, I've missed my period, or if we're gonna not use condoms or not use contraception, there's the chance that I may get pregnant. And the guy may say, well, I'm not interested in a relationship. That's fine. Neither am I. If I get pregnant, I'm not interested. So I think that conversation may be hard. And then there's obviously the times when girls get pregnant, the guys say, no way, and leave. And they're not involved anyway. And they have to deal with it regardless.
By default, yeah.
Yeah. But I think it's more acceptable now. Like, I've asked that question a few times over the years.
Yeah.
Yo, where's the dad?
Yeah.
Like, never in my life have I ever seen this guy.
Yeah.
Ever. I don't know what he looks like. I don't know if he's around.
Yeah.
But it's a question I asked. Yes, I asked.
Yeah.
Because I've got children. I'm there for my children. I know the importance of a male role model in a child's life.
Yeah.
So I say to the girl, yo, where's the dad? Who's the dad? I don't think that's a bad question for me to ask. They don't have to ask that question. Facts. They don't have to say to me, give me a thing. But they might say, he's not involved in, or...
Yeah.
You know them ones? Or it may be too difficult for them to talk about it.
Yeah.
But why shouldn't I ask that question?
No, that's good. That's a good point. I think it's an interesting world, man. Let's give you another analogy. So, how many of these women that want baby daddies, or do they want a financial support that will sustain their lifestyles?
So I would 100% say 0 wanting a financial support, because we're talking us. So there's obviously girls out there, yes.
Yeah, the average man,
But we're talking about child support between £100 and £200 a month.
Yeah.
If you're going to go to an average man, talking, I don't know, 20 to 30K,
that's funny.
you're getting 100 to 200. That's not maintaining anyone's lifestyle. Obviously, there is females that are attracted to have guys.
That's a good point, yeah.
But us generation, the average man, the modern man...
Facts.
is not got money to support. So for a female to look at someone and say, I'm gonna have a child, like a
that's so funny. Yeah. That's so funny. Go on.
It's not happening.
It's not reality.
There's no way a girl, like around here anyway, could say, I'm gonna
small time problems.
I'm gonna get pregnant because that guy's gonna give me money. What, you're gonna get £200 a month?
That's hilarious.
And even reluctantly get that £200 a month. That's not freely given.
7 days later after a reminder text.
But obviously there is girls out here that are attracted and obviously do have the intention of, you know what, if I have that guy's kid, like footballers, celebrities, even people that have high jobs or people in a position of power. Like Drake put it in one of his songs, innit? I sent her the child support. She sent me back a heart emoji.
Okay.
Like that was... We don't know how that happened because that's still in the dark. But you have Drake's kid?
Yeah.
You're nice. Like, I don't know if it's in the millions, but you're getting a sustainable lifestyle.
At least for another 18 months.
Just from that maintenance. I don't know how it works in America. I don't know if it's a percentage or if it's an agreed amount. But she's probably at least looking $1 mil, $2 mil a year.
Oh, she's comfortable, man.
You know, so in that circumstance, and we don't know her background. We don't know too much about it, but she's nice off that. The modern man, you're not nice off that. You're not nice.
You're probably in a deficit now.
Basically. Yeah, you're dying. You're dying.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So if you're willing to take all that on, then, you know, more respect to you. As long as the kid's not... like being affected in any way.
Negative way,
yeah, in a negative way, and you're willing to, you know what, take my money and raise the kid without having the dad around. More respect to you.
Yo, what can I say, man? I think you've just wrapped up nicely, brother.
I've just chat.
You've swerved it. You've done a good job on that one, fam. It was a good conversation.
It's been a long time, hasn't it? About 3 weeks.
It's been a little while, man. Hopefully the people at home has been enjoying this.
Yeah.
Cool catch up conversation.
Cool.
You know what you're supposed to do, guys, man. Comment below, join the discussion. Let us know Wagwan with the Wagwans.
5 seconds. Come back. Pause.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into this rap. Let's go.
That vibe again.
Broken Generation, episode 12, season
2.
Give them a quick rap. What have we been talking
Good
about
episode,
in this
man.
episode?
We've been talking about the people that have been booing and the kneeling in sports, specifically around football.
Yeah.
We've been talking about females.
Always talk about females.
It's a good conversation, and it talks about financial recompenses for sex. Is there always an exchange? Then we kind of finished it off with kind of a short, brief convo about I wonder what women actually do want. Modern women in these relationships, specifically small town city girls, and small town girls, isn't it? Specifically
City girls.
But yeah, man, it's been a good conversation, people.
It's always been a good
How you
conversation.
Feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. I feel like I said a lot this episode.
Yeah.
I don't know if I say a lot every episode. I think I do, to be honest. Maybe I need to kick back and just let you do your thing. But you got 2 podcasts.
Facts.
So you get to talk.
So I talk too much, man.
A lot, yeah.
Often.
You get to talk a lot twice, and sometimes even take it there.
Yeah, right. Calm down, brother. Calm down.
Let them know you have a podcast.
Right, so people who's interested, you've got 2 Black Minds. That's my podcast. Shout out to Kafson, who's a partner in crime in that one. You can get it everywhere where audio platforms, so digital audio platforms, things like Spotify. You can get us on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, all those good stuff.
Definitely.
So yeah, man.
There's 2 places you can catch. I would say you're a bit more professional.
Over that side.
Okay. I would say, obviously, you still do brush your jokes, but I don't think he lets you go as far as I let you.
Yeah. That's correct.
He reins you back in, whereas most of the time I encourage it because I join the foolishness.
There's normally a hand wave. No, do not go anywhere, Henry. Stop. What are you doing?
But no, it's a good listen, people.
Yeah,
Make sure you go listen to that. I was also saying I checked out the UK Rap Show podcast.
Yeah. They've had some good ones.
Interviewed Akeem.
Yeah.
Ennis Bryan, Riddy. World IBF champion. Well, not world. IBF champion.
Dope.
English champion. That was a good watch, man. And trying to get them guys on so we can just bring that conversation.
Yeah,
maybe
sure,
have
man.
a little music conversation. Maybe just have a little live conversation. Yeah, so trying to get them guys on, man.
Yeah,
Try
man.
and keep that moving.
So if you're a follower of us, make sure you're following them as well. Check out some of their episodes.
Definitely.
Yeah, man, that'd be good.
They've done a lot of interviews, especially with local that have done some amazing achievements. So shout out to them as well. But now, Broken Generation, episode 12. I am Danger. Catch me on the socials, ITZ Danger.
I go by the name and last name Henry. Catch me on last name Henry on Instagram. Holler at me, DM me some nudes. I'm up for that.
I don't mind.